Hey all, I am back. I've lost track of what week this is, but I believe I'm in the middle of week 11 of my protein diet. I want to take this time to acknowledge the positive feedback that I have received. I have not at this time received any negative feedback. And even if I did receive a negative feedback, I would definitely look at it as a positive because there are some things that I don't know that you all may know. And I welcome all feedback. I'm new to this. My physician instructed me to just eat all meat with no pros, no cons, and at that moment, I was just thrown because I never heard such a thing. Although I know being a bariatric patient, the nutritionist and your surgeon or my surgeon pushes protein. But in my mind, with my handout, my literature, and my research, they talk about protein shakes and staying hydrated with water. They do recommend that you eat your meat first. And then the next step would be your veggies. And then the next step would be your carbs. With the expectation of eating your meat first and being satisfied. In my situation, I'm a raise up. That wasn't the case for me. I found myself being able to eat more, which is not unusual as you progress. Okay? So I was eating meat, veggies, and my starch. I can't tell you for sure what was actually the culprit, why I put on weight. I don't know as of today if it's because I was overeating, if I ate more than one time a day, if I was grazing and snacking. I just can't pinpoint the culprit because after I had the conversion, I tried to take all the steps, the necessary steps for success that I did not take during the first surgery. My dad looks at me just about every day, and he is concerned about the way I look and the way I move around the house. He says to me, "You're sick. You don't know that? Look at the way you look. You need to go to the doctor. Your skin all around your neck is just hanging. You need to go to the doctor." My response was, "Dad, I'm losing weight. I'm dieting." And his response was, oh, if that's what it is, then you good. So when I got up this morning and I went downstairs, he like, baby, you sick. In my last video, I went and got my lungs tested because I am a cigarette smoker and I have been diagnosed with sarcoidosis in the past that has been in remission over 10 years. So my doctor told me that my chest x-ray looks good and he didn't see any spots, dots, and knots. So that comforted me greatly, and I'm grateful and thankful for that. Looking at you all right now and you all looking at me, you can tell that I'm not vibing high. I'm not. Believe it or not, I feel good. I don't feel bad. I don't feel like I'm sick, but I do feel tired. You know, I was laying down thinking I could catch a nap, but I'm not sleepy. I feel restless. I feel anxious. I feel nervous. And I think it's a play on my mental because I can visibly see myself, and what I see, I'm not used to seeing. I'm not used to seeing myself this small. And sometimes I have to look at my old pictures just to see my progress. Because my mind do play tricks on me, even though I take my Lexapro. Sometimes I see a smaller person, and then sometimes I see a heavy person. Today, I hopped on the scale this morning, and I'm at 195. So again, I've been teeter-tottering 195, 196, 197. But at the end of the day and first thing in the morning, I'm hoping to see 194 or big swoosh, and I'm 192. I'm not going to go extreme and say 190. I'm not sure when I'm due back to see my surgeon, but I do know it is this month in August, a day in this month. And I'm going with questions. I have questions to ask. One of the questions I want to talk about is my blood pressure. I've had low blood pressure since high school. But now, since I've started the carnivore, my blood pressure is under 100. So, you know, I could do the guesswork myself and say, oh, increase your salt. But I want to know what my physician say, because he the one that told me to go on this protein diet. 2, fatigue. He gave me B1 that I haven't got yet, B12 that I take, the prenatal vitamins I take, and my vitamin D, 50,000 units that I take once a week, and there's no change. My smelly urine that will wake a dead man. We need to talk about that. we need to have a conversation about pain that I am experiencing in my lower leg. I'm not going to say legs, leg. And I understand the brain fog. I understand that. Sound like to me it's time for some labs, which I'm sure he will suggest because he did last month, and I haven't got my labs drawn. I don't even know if I still have the order. That's about it. I don't have any stats for you today. I did say I was 195. My goal is 160. But if I'm looking frightening and weak, I don't know. I don't know. Because at times I frighten myself when I see all of this, all of this. If I felt good, it'd be a different story. But I really don't have that oomph, okay? I don't feel sick in my body. I just feel like most of the times I just need to lay down. I need to get under some air, And I'm not here to discourage anyone. And I'm not here to discourage anyone. But from my experience, it does work. I have to take into consideration also that I am a bariatric patient. I cannot consume. Even at this point, I'm 11 months out on the 15th of this month. I'm still not able to consume a large amount of fluid. I'm still not able to eat a large amount of food in one sitting or even throughout the day. I'm limited. My anatomy is different. So I can consume a little at a time. And then with eating the protein, I'm full most of the time. So I'm not getting enough. And if we're not counting calories, I'm not getting enough calories. I'm not getting enough protein. I'm not getting enough vitamins and minerals because of the absorption from not having absorption from the gastric bypass. You can't eat and drink at the same time. And like I say, you so full most of the time that you don't have room for fluid. So I have that against me, but someone who is healthy and have a normal anatomy, you should be fine. When I read where people talk about eat till you full, eat, and I'm like, yeah, eat, get more. And then reality kicks in, and I just simply can't. So I don't want to change this because it's working. And for me, it's affordable. But if I have to, operate on low energy, it's simply not worth it. But I'm not about to discontinue. I'm going to move forward. And as one commenter said, listen to my body. Listen to my body. Because the body talks. And the body do know what it needs. So I'm going to end this right here, guys. Until next time, love yourself. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself.